Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, hey.
Esto es talento, we favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, you ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Let's go.
From midfield now. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18, Cup 19, Cup 19,
To throw here on first down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
60 Eagles, go!
From the 27. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Shot alert.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to the well again. He breaks the tackle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Dak off the play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hey, kill! 27. It was on the 54. Why ain't?
1st and 10, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Completed to his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Back now, pressure on its way. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Finds his back complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
47.
From the gun is Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down.
Kill.
Throwing again is Dak. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. Dak throwing again. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that gives them first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal.
Here we go, 46.
Dak now from the gun. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he'll get this inside the...
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second and goal from the 9 here.
Here we go.
Another throw for Prescott. Finds a man right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and goal, Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go. Like that. 26. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah. 26.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
26.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Play action, Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Kill. 26.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. It is caught left side. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Kill. Here we go. 46, 46. Here we go. Go to 54, go to 54. Why? 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Grupe sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, set.
Pass play coming here. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun. Okonkwo brings it in. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They are throwing it again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Check go.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah! There you go!
A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So they'll decline this and take the result. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Schultz with the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yeah, Perry, 20.
Dak to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. First down, here's Dak. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Trying to connect with Lamb, but it's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. They're out and set, first and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Tag.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer. Yeah.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Third down from the gun. He's looking deep once again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's Prescott, first and 10. Dumps it off to his running back.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun is Prescott. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Prescott now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, Prescott. Into the hands of Schultz. He's got a gain of 6 there. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yeah! Here we go! I take 26.
Another throw for Prescott. Caught near the goal line. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! I take 26. 26.
Dak throwing again. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
Here we go! 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas A&M. And the Titans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Go! Cowboy 80.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 26. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Go!
1st down from the red zone. Throw left side, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans push their lead further to start the half. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Look at this. The wideout gets in to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's take.
Now here's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here we go. Ready to take. Ready to take. Then we're going to 52. 26.
3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Throwing now on 1st down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans make it a 24-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take. 26.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. It's taken in by Lamb. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah! Hey, kill! Hey, we're going to 54. Why is it? 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, nice punt, and the fair catch is going to stick them at the 7. So no return on that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Another carry for him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Quincy Williams making the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
18, run. Seven Pirates.
He'll throw it yet again. Okonkwo brings it in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Brought down at the 18.
So we're through 3 here. It's Titans football, and this could be over quick. This lead huge entering the 4th.
Cowboys 10.
The Titans going with a field goal unit here. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, there we go. I take
First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He connects downfield on 4. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Another throw for Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Dak throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up 4th and long.
We're going 53.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. That's caught beyond the marker. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. CeeDee Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively.
And they pick him off again. Well, he looks maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak now from the gun. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check!
Prescott here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Hey, kill! 47. There we go, kill! 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Right check!
They are throwing it again. Connect, 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yeah, here we go. Where you take? Where you take? Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Right, here we go, 47. Hey, kill, 26.
Throwing now from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right, check! Here we're going to 54. Lions. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
We're going to 53. 26.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this one.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Hey, 47. 26.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Lined up in victory formation, and the Titans take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.